Hey, welcome. You stumbled upon the Dusty Builder channel. In this episode, we're going to be pouring a 7-yard slab in this old barn. But more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can pour a flat concrete slab without the use of fancy tools. And our secret formula is these grade stakes that my friend Steven is setting up. We have them here, here, and here. So just using these 3 stakes, we set them level with the black expansion paper around the perimeter. So we set these grade stakes just using a straight edge on a level that's readily available to any DIYer. A pro would obviously use a laser level and it'd be more accurate, but this was good enough. If you find yourself furiously typing away in the comment section that we're not using rebar, rest assured that the concrete is reinforced with fiberglass mesh. It was very reasonable. It was only $9 extra a yard. So you can see our workflow. We start on one side of the barn, then we go to the other side, and then once we have a fair amount of concrete down, then we can start screeding it. With about half of the barn poured, Steven's going to pull out the bull float, and this is a super useful tool for finishing. It's going to push the rocks down and start to bring the cream up to the surface. Let's take a little bit closer look to see how we do the perimeter. We're raking the concrete up against the expansion paper, and then with the hand float, we're getting it nice and flat. So this is going to be a guide for us when we're screeding. With a guide along the perimeter, and then with these grade stakes in the middle of the slab, this gives us a good reference point to work off of. So you can see Steven's doing that here in the middle of the slab. He's placing the screed from one grade stake to the other, and he's giving himself a reference point for the middle of the slab. So now that he has 2 points that he can work off of while he's screeding. This is helping us achieve flatification. As a relative novice, after screeding at times there's a fair amount of holes and sometimes the concrete can be in rough shape, and I've been using this tool. This is like a wood float, wood screed. I'll put a link in the description if you want to build something like this yourself. I found these guys at Clark Concrete Construction use something like this, and it's very similar to a tool that my old boss used to use. Shout out to Dominic. After raking the concrete, he would go over everything with his wood float. It would almost look perfect, and then we would bull float it like you can see here, and then after that things were in really good shape. You can see we've achieved flatification. Things are looking nice. So we ran out of concrete. No big deal. We were about 2 wheelbarrows short, so we had to wait about an hour for another truck to come. And really the weather was perfect. It was about 50 degrees outside, and that gave us plenty of time to work the concrete. Now pros would use like calcium chloride to speed up the curing process. I've never had that issue. As a novice, I definitely wouldn't recommend it. But after things set up for about 2 hours, Steven and the homeowner hopped on the pad, and then they did a hand finish like you see here. If you want to check this video out, I did this with my son. We were also helping Steven. We hit everything with a magnesium float and then finished it off with a hand trowel like you see here. And my son even got into the game here. He did a really good job. So let me know if you have any questions. And this is something you can do yourself. I know it. Like and subscribe. See you later.